Good day, Bianca. So today we will test how good you are at listening. Listening is one of the five macro skills. So we have five macro skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing, and viewing. What are the five macro skills?
Listening, speaking, writing, reading, viewing.
Very good. Listening is the most important skill in communication because it is the beginning of understanding and a valuable key to effective communication. Without attentive listening, messages can be misunderstood, leading to misinterpretation and ineffective interaction. So, um, when we say listening, it is our ability to understand spoken languages. It is a complex process that involves recognizing sounds, understanding the meaning of words and sentences, and interpreting the speaker's intent. Listening is different from hearing. Okay, so when we say hearing, it does not involve conscious effort to understand and interpret the meaning of sound. It's just the physiological process of sound waves entering our ears. So in hearing, we don't really pay attention to the sounds that we heard. But in listening, it involves conscious process to understand and interpret the meaning of sounds. We pay attention to the sound and understand its significance. So to test your listening skill, I have prepared an activity here. So I will let you listen to this short story, and after that I want you to answer this question related to this story.
Once upon a time, there was a rose.
Okay, that's the story. So here is the questions. So we answer this. So thank you so much for your cooperation, and I hope that you understand and learn something about what we talk about.
So, good day, villagers. I'm Sana Nathaniel from DSH English. So, how are you today? I'm good. I'm happy to know that. So, today we will learn about one of the math skills in English. So, do you know what math skills are? Yes. So, these are the small but very important skills that help us become better in using English language. So, one of these math skills is reading. So, reading is not only about looking
Good afternoon, Ella.
Good afternoon.
So today I am going to teach you about the writing. So writing is a way to tell stories, explain things, and also a way to communicate with others. So writing allowed us to be creative, whether we are telling stories, writing poems, and also sharing or expressing our ideas. So today, I am going to teach you about narrative writing. Narrative writing is a type of writing that tells a story about real or imagined events. It has characters, a setting, and a sequence of events. And its goal is to entertain, share experiences, or inform the reader. For example, if you want to tell your day about your school, you use narrative writing. It's like sharing an adventure with your reader. So here are the key elements of narrative writing. So narrative writing contains characters. So the characters are the people, animals, or figures in the story. So the second one is setting, the time and place where the story happens. So the next is the plot. What happens in a story from beginning to end? Next is conflict, the big problem the character faces. The next one is the resolution, how the problem is solved or how the story ends. So here are the activity time. What you are going to do is to write a sentence using the narrative writing. So I will give you 10 minutes to write a sentence. So great job. I hope you learned something today. Keep practicing your writing skills so that you can be able to express your thoughts creatively. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Ivan Mosqueda and today I will be showing you on how can we properly use the viewing and 5 macro skills. When we say viewing, it refers to the ability to understand and interpret visual text. It also develops students' ability to interpret and analyze visual in various formats. A blessed day everyone, my name is Ivan Mosqueda and I will be the teacher of these students. So, will you please introduce yourself?
My name is Princess Sophia R. Avellana. I'm 8 years old. From Imbo and the Pangasinan.
So, what are we going today is, I am going to show you a picture of something that you will be recognizing or you will going to recognize what is the message behind the photo, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the photo. Can you see it? So, I am going to ask you some questions about this photo or regarding this photo and you're going to give some answer, okay?
Yes.
So, see it again. So, the first question is, what time of day do you think it is in the photo and why?
It's likely daytime because the sky is bright and people are actively shopping and walking around.
Thank you so much. So, next question. How would you describe the mood of the people in the photo?
The people seem busy and focused on shopping, but some might also feel excited.
Okay, thank you. Let us now bound to the fourth question. How does the setting of the photo or the open air market influence the atmosphere compared to a regular store?
The open air market gives a lively, bustling vibe market. It feels more social and community-oriented compared to the quiet, controlled environment of a regular store.
Okay, thank you. Here's your last question. What would you do if you were in this market?
I am feeling so nostalgic. I would like to check out some fruit and vegetable. I also enjoy the fresh air from the environment.
Princess Sophia, did you learn something today?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good day, students. So today I will be reading some short stories, so you guys have to listen carefully as I will be asking some questions later on. So the title of the story is The Lost Lunchbox. In a small school by the hill, there was a boy named Marco. Every day he brought a shiny blue lunchbox filled with his favorite food, sandwiches, fruits, and sometimes cookies. Marco loved his lunchbox so much that he never shared his food with anyone. One day, during recess, Marco put his lunchbox on a bench while he played with his classmates. When the bell rang, he rushed back to the classroom, only to find out that his lunchbox was gone. Marco felt sad and hungry. His stomach growled and he didn't know what to do. His classmate noticed and came over. "Don't worry, Marco," said by Anna. She gave him half of her sandwich. "You can have my apple," added by Ben. Even Carla, who usually bought a small snack, shared a cookie with him. Marco was surprised. Everyone was so kind. Even though he never shared his lunchbox with them before, he realized how good it felt to be cared by his friends. The next day, Marco brought extra cookies in his blue lunchbox. During recess, he smiled and said, Would anyone like to share?" And everyone gathered happily, and from then on, Marco learned that sharing makes friendship stronger. So what do you think happened to Marco's lunchbox?
It was lost and gone.
Yes, that's right. So how did or what did Marco feel when it was gone?
Sad and hungry.
So good answer. What did his classmate do to make him happy?
They shared their food.
Now, let's think about what did Marco learn about those situations.
Sharing is good kaya dapat maging mabait tayo.
Yes, that's right. So that's it for today. So I hope you guys learned something from that story and you guys would apply those lessons that you have learned from that story. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye!